Hey everybody, it's Mr. Haskell, and I'm back with more things you should know by being alive. The presidents. And today it's Calvin Coolidge. We're just going to take a 3-minute dive into America's quiet, frugal, and unexpectedly impactful 30th President of the United States. He also happens to have one of my favorite stories as for his swearing-in ceremony. But anyway, we'll get to that. So who was Calvin Coolidge? Like I said, 30th President of the United States, 1923 to 1929. He was a Republican from Vermont, and he had the exciting nickname of Silent Cal. He was known for his integrity, dry wit, and a very strong belief in limited government. He was first sworn in by his own father by lamplight over the family kitchen table in Vermont. So this unique swearing-in ceremony, well, on August 2nd of 1923, Warren Harding dies suddenly. Coolidge was visiting his family home in Plymouth Notch, Vermont. At 2:47, after having received the word of the sudden passing of President Harding, Calvin Coolidge's father, who happened to be a notary public, administered the presidential oath in the family home using their family Bible. Later on, a second oath was administered later by a federal judge, but the first one was legal and valid. I just think that's, what a proud dad moment. Hey, here we are in the kitchen, we're standing here in our night clothes, and you are now President of the United States. Anywho, as far as his domestic policy and his overall leadership style, Coolidge really embraced a laissez-faire style of economics. He said the business of America is business. He cut taxes, he reduced the national debt, and he shrank federal government spending. He opposed government intervention even during crises, like a controversial veto over a farm relief bill. He continued pro-business policies that were started under Harding, but he tried to, gain a greater amount of the public trust. He was known for restoring dignity to the presidency after the series of scandals that came during the Harding administration. As far as foreign affairs go, he maintained the isolationist policies going back to Harding and no League of Nations. He supported international peace efforts like the Kellogg-Briand Pact in 1928, whose overall purpose was to create, basically to outlaw war on the international stage. He also avoided major foreign entanglements while trying to foster foreign trade and stable relationships internationally. The Silent Cal persona comes from the fact that he was famously quiet. The apocryphal story here is he once told a dinner guest who bet she could get him to say more than 2 words, was his response of, "You lose." Behind closed doors, he was more talkative and humorous than his public image. As far as his public image suggested. Now, he didn't seek re-election in 1928 by simply saying, "I do not choose to run." A politician of few words. As far as his legacy and impact goes, he presided over much of the Roaring '20s, and that was a period of economic growth and cultural change. Critics say that he ignored growing inequality and signs of instability that are taking place that eventually led to the Great Depression. He was praised for his honesty, his fiscal restraint, and his respect of the Constitution. He died in 1933 during FDR's first year in office. Some fun facts. I like fun facts. He had a pet raccoon named Rebecca while staying at the White House. He gave the first presidential address broadcast on the radio. He slept about 10 or more hours a day, including daily afternoon naps. So I guess we should have called him Sleepy Cal. And he was known to press the White House call button and then just hide, so that way he could prank his aides within the White House. So anyway, Silent Cal, it was more than 3 minutes, but that's just how I am. Hey, thanks for watching.